Hello everybody, my name is Vince Rule here, and this is Radical Dreamers part... You know what, I'm going to double check this, because I've gotten it wrong so many times before. Part 15, oh boy. Last time we were actually looking for the Einlander, I forget what it's pronounced at this point. We'll read it again. Anyway, let's get on going. Alright, I actually forgot what we were doing, because it's been a night or two. Let's open the door. I forget where we're going, so. The room is quiet except for the sound of gears. There's no sign of the hood lady anywhere. We rush over toward the sword, looking down at it. Magil starts to speak. Oh shoot, we're actually going the right way. I'll be damned. This may be what we're looking for. By the looks of it, this sword could be the fabled Holy Einlancer, or perhaps a demonic Mansamune. Wow, Magil, you know about the Masamune? Did you ever know its owner? Yes. Was he your mate? So he was one of your enemies then. Sorry, I just feel like I need to be quiet. I've got, visitors here and don't want to wake them up. No. Well, hey, Serge, take this thing. Huh? Come on. You don't expect a fair maiden like me to carry this bulky thing all over the place now, do you? Well... Fair maiden? Without a moment's notice, Kid punches me straight in the stomach. I tumble to the ground in a daze. Well, what are you doing? Humph. Kid snorts, turning to get away. I look over to Magil for sympathy, but he offers none as usual. Hurry up and take it, Serge. It'll be morning soon, you dummy. I struggle to my feet, reluctantly picking up the sword. Jeez, this thing is heavy. Okay, let's get our arses to that bloody torture chamber. I can almost smell the frozen flame from here. I struggle to drag the heavy sword out of the room, still dizzy from the blow. From here, the passageway stretches to the right and left. The right path continues onto the mansion, while heading to the left will take us to the terrace. We actually want to head back to the terrace, if I remember correctly. After a short while, the terrace comes into the view and to the left. The cool evening air trickles in through the doorway, giving me a subtle reassurance. Alright, let's keep on going, because after this we want to go up the stairs, right? After a while, the path splits into three directions. The left is a descending staircase, while the path on the right extends into darkness. Another passageway lies ahead. Alright, we are taking the stairs. As I start to slowly descend down the stairs in the dim light, I stretch my hands out in front of me to try and feel for something. However, all I'm greeting with is the moist feeling of these grimy stone walls. My grimy stone wall. Ew. We descended the staircase to the left lies a huge stone archway. Oh, crap. We want to head back. We're going the wrong way. We still want to be in the terrace, but it's in that direction. I allocate up the narrow set of stairs, hoping not to lose my balance. We've ascended the staircase. In front of us, paths extend in three directions. To the left lies a dark corridor, to the right path leads to the terrace, and the path also continues ahead. We want to go to the terrace. I'm pretty sure, not to the terrace, but we want to go past the terrace, because past the terrace is the old clock lady, then like this trap door, I think. After continuing on through the passage for a while, the terrace comes into view on the right. I take a deep breath of fresh evening air, hoping to calm my senses. Continue on to the passageway. Anyway, we make our way down to the dimly lit passageway. After a few moments, we come to an old dusty door on the right. This is the clock tower storeroom, if I remember correctly. Don't tell me if I remember correctly. We were just in there, idiot. Keep going down the hallway. Proceeding ahead on the path, we come to a staircase going up, and this firm-looking set of doors on the left. No. We want to keep on going, because this is too... Anyway, we're going to go up the stairs. With Kid in the lead, we ascend the narrow staircase. I nearly slip and fall into one of the damp stairs, bracing myself against the cold wall. I kept on climbing. We come to the old stoic-looking door, waiting for us silently atop the staircase we're going to enter, because we've got the Einlander now. I look up, remembering the deadly ceiling. Oh yeah, deadly ceiling of spikes coming down. That's what this was. I'm definitely not going to repeat the mistake of overstaying my welcome here, especially after hearing that Riddell had to say. Somewhere inside this room there has to be something that will bring that old man back. But what? Just as I thought, Magil says dryly, examining the cracks on the floor. Kid and I walk over, kneeling down where he's at. Between the crack... Yeah, between... That's why. It's not my fault. Not my fault this time. It's funny. Between the cracks... Between the... I don't know how I want to read this. Oh, screw it. Between the cracks between the floor stones, there's a thick, smelly, butter-like substance that's been jammed into it among the stains of blood. Butter? Okay, butter-like substance. Without one of the doors suddenly slammed shut. Yay. It started again. Okay, what will we do? We're at safe stating. That's what we're doing. We have to use the sword somehow. Kid yells, her voice almost inaudible thanks to the ceiling deafening screech. But how? Let's thrust the sword into the floor. With as much power as I could muster, I lift the heavy sword up and plunge it down into the crack of the ceiling of the floor. A huge jolt runs through the room. Bolts of light scatter in all four directions from the sword, running along the floor, then up the walls. Reaching the ceiling, the deadly contraption groans and then comes to a halt. Exhausted and relieved, I collapse to the floor. That makes the most sense. I mean, would you want to try to jab it up? Jab it up. After a minute, I catch my breath and open my eyes. Strange. Now that I take another look at the inscription we found earlier, there's a certain stone just beside it that doesn't seem to have any cement around it. We walk over to it. Kid tugs on it and finds that it's loose. Removing the heavy stone, a dim, glistening light can be seen from within the hole. Kid reaches in and carefully removes the shimmering object. A beautifully decorated gold ring sits in the palm of her hand. It's adorned with a slender set of leaves, like those of a fern, decorated with 5 small rubies around it. The acacia coat of arms, Magil says. Kid tries to ring on, but strangely enough, it doesn't seem to fit any of her fingers. This ring must mean something to the old man. We could use it to break through the wall, couldn't we? I suddenly asked Magil, already knowing the answer. He nods in silence. Yeah, this has to be it. And Benny the Islands are now proudly standing upright like a beacon of light amidst this dismal room. We hurry out of the torture chamber, hoping never to return again. And now I have to remember how to get back to the old man. Radius. With the kid leading the way, we descend the stairs. At the bottom of the staircase, a quite sturdy-looking door stands to the right. The hallway also continues on ahead, which will take us back toward the terrace. Alright, we're heading back to the terrace. After a while, we come to a door on the left, and we're going to keep on going, just keep on going. More surprised, I had no idea the Islands are. All of a sudden, chilly wind blows past me. Not only that, but also a thick fog started to accumulate all around us. We're in trouble. And it's another poltergeist. Hey! It's a poltergeist, don't move, Kid whispers. Kid's whisper does nothing but add to my increasingly feeling of fear and dread. How are we supposed to fight something that doesn't even have a body? This is what, number 3 or number 4 that I fought? From beside me, a little voice starts to echo through the dim hallway. It's magic. It seems to be starting some sort of incantation, but what am I going to do in the meantime? And we're going to hide behind Magil again. It worked all the other times. I run and hide behind Magil, but this only seems to draw the poltergeist's attention. It blows a gust of wind in my direction, and suddenly I find myself hurling through the air, crashing into a nearby wall. A moment later, I'm starting to feel lightheaded. Suddenly, I feel incredibly tired. I open my eyes, wanting to see that there's a chilly fog all around me. It must be starting to drain my life force. I've got to stop it before it sucks me dry. I try to dissipate the fog by waving my arms around, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm getting so tired. It feels as though I'm sinking deeper and deeper into an icy tomb as I continue to get sleepier and sleepier. Cold, moment later, I feel the warm grip of Macho's hand seize the back of my neck. He begins to chant, and a soft blue light surrounds my field of vision. His words reverberate inside my head, and suddenly the fog dissipates. Yay, because it worked the last like 3 times. Why didn't it work this time? Why wouldn't it work? Sorry. Serge, hey Serge, you still with us? I hear as I realize someone's slapping me again and again. Kid? Dazed, I stumble back to my feet. All this magic is making me dizzy. I had to counter the poltergeist attack directly through your body, Serge. Nigel says, you will survive. Come on, what are we waiting around for? Kid stammers blankly. Kneeling down, I rest for a moment to tend to my wounds. Hey, no whining. You're not that bad, mate. I've seen worse hangovers than how you look right now. I wish I had her determination. After I finish applying my bandages, I get up, hoping I'll be okay. I can't start to give up now, but boy, these cuts are really starting to hurt. Damn it, Serge. When are you gonna bloody grow up and start fighting like a man? Alright, I'm sick of her telling me that. I mean, is there any other way, or anything else she says to me, after a battle? Because, God, I just maybe like the biggest pussy in her eyes. Kid's glare shoots into me like an icy lance. I swallow it, dry gulp, and continue down the corridor behind her. After a short while, the terrace comes into view on the left. The cool evening air trickles in through the doorway, giving me a subtle reassurance. I keep on proceeding on through the hallway. After a while, the path splits into 3 directions. To the left is a descending staircase, while the path on the right extends into darkness. Another passageway lies ahead. Alright, no, we go down the staircase. Wait, it's a descending staircase. We go down the staircase, and then we're going to go left into the... What's the archway thingy? I don't know. As I start to slowly descend down the stairs on a dim light, I stretch my hand out in front of me to try and feel for something. However, all I'm greeting with is the moist feeling of these grimy stone walls. I feel like I've said that before. We've descended the staircase. To the left lies a huge stone archway. On the right, we can see a narrow path twisting in the darkness. Alright, we're going into the archway. Archway? Anyway. Then we return to the atrium. From across the way, we can see another archway leading off into the darkness. We're going through the room. Having crossed through the atrium, eventually we come to a split in the path. We can either go left or right from here. We're going back to the catacombs, because I think that's where the jail is. After a bit of walking, we come to an old-looking door with a brass handle. No matter how many times I return here, I don't think I'll ever get any more use of this place. Oh shit, it's 322, 322, 322. 3 right, 2 left, 2 right. I think it was that. I forgot all about that. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I feel like that's going to be important. I return to the old man. Mitchell walks up to the ceiling, grasps the iron bars. He positions his feet and starts to pull away at the bars with incredible intensity. After a moment, the bars start to bend like taffy. Magil enters first at the newly created opening. Kid follows, kneeling down before the mumbling old man. Putting her hands on the old man's shoulder, Kid tries to look into his eyes, but he continues to stare at the floor. Frustrated, she starts to shout at him, shaking him vigorously. Come on, old fella, get up! The old man's head shakes back and forth like a rag doll, but his eyes remained averted. Let's ask Magil if she was just doing right. Do not worry, Magil says. This may also prove to be helpful. But is it right to force him out of this wall for our own sake? Our own sake? Blah, 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 blah. The fate of the Acacia Dragoons has been woven into our own, Magil answers simply. And with that, just as Magil says the word Acacia, a glimmer streaks through the old man's eyes. He looks up quickly, apparently waiting for something. Oh man, he's been hearing us talk the entire time. Quick, kid, show him the ring. Kid takes the ring from her pocket and shows it to the old man. The ring, he says in a voice so quiet it barely audible. However, his eyes quickly return to the murky state. Finally, my allies, you have returned. Because of me, the frozen flame was seized, and I have desecrated the name of the Acacia Dragoons. I am the only one left, but you have returned. Ah, Merkid, Zorander, now that we are once again reunited, let us all head Steak Lake. Merkid and Zorander. I don't know. I mean, he was with... Wasn't Zappa also? Yeah, Zappa was also one of them. Anyway. Jeez, listen, mister. The frozen flame, where is it? Any small hint will help. Come on. Frozen flame? The old man asked. A warm smile streaks across his face. My dear Miss Riddell, I have not seen you in quite some time. Surely you have not forgotten the secret entranceway. Yeah. You think you could help me about that again, Gramps? Kid asked, trying to sound as ladylike as possible. In the ballroom, third candlestick on the left. Kid hugs the old man, ecstatic, and so he resumes his mumbling in that distant, shuddering voice. Please forgive me for your father. I beg you, Riddell. The dragoons. It's high time for you to bust up. It's high time. It's high time for you to bust out of here, old man. Kid says, pointing to the bent iron bars. However, he's once again refused to look up. Come on. Not the old man. Come on. We've done all we can here. He's got to walk through these bars himself. Thanks, old timer. Heading away from the catacombs, we eventually come to a split. Turning right leads back to the atrium, while proceeding straight will take us to the downward staircase. Well, we're going back to the ballroom, so we're going to... Turn right takes us back to the atrium. Yep, turn right. After... Oh. No, we're not. Hey, guess what? We're calling it. We're at the 17-minute mark. Did not mean for this part to keep on going, but my god, this is really a lot longer of a game than I really thought it was, and I'm enjoying it. I try and do the time limit. I don't want to make these things any more than what I've been making them, in all honesty. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see me next time, or see us next time on, well, me, on part 16 of Radical Dreamers, because I swear this game is going to end eventually. Alright, stop recording. Still not voice activated.